What's up, guys, and welcome to the spoiler review for episode 7 of The Last of Us. This episode covers the Left Behind um, add-on that was added to the game. I believe it was originally downloadable content for the PS3, and then it was on the disc for the 4. That's how I remember it. Maybe it happened differently, but this covers the Left Behind um, stuff. So cliffhanger at the last episode. What's going to happen with Joel? So falls off the horse. You if you played the game, okay, he's going to be okay. So to end the episode with a cliffhanger like that, it 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 kind of left me kind of like not sure I liked that cliffhanger. For people that haven't played the game, it probably worked, but in this case, for the people who have played the game, not as effective. Um, but I still thought it was fine. So going into this episode, she's got him in this place, and she's trying to help him, but he ultimately says, "Go back with Tommy." So she goes, and as she goes, she pauses, and she's left with two choices: should I go back with Tommy, or should I save Joel? Try to save Joel. So then it cuts back to you know the Left Behind period, which is where she is still running around. She's with these people. She's with the group. She's got assignments and all that. It's almost like a school in many ways. She's running around the gym. She's fighting with the other kid, and she had a friend there, played by Storm Reed, who sort of disappeared. They thought she was dead. 3 weeks, I believe, go by. One night, she comes back into the place and she says, "Hey, look, I'm a firefly now, and why don't you come with me tonight and we can have some fun and you come back by morning." So in the game, I don't remember her being a firefly. I think that was new and added for the show. Could be wrong, but I don't remember that. She's carrying a gun. So right off the bat, you get their relationship and this sort of care that Ellie has for Riley, and how she thought she was dead. She and all this, and then they get on the roof. They're running across. They got to get to the mall where she wants to take her. And I thought a lot of the CG backgrounds at nighttime, when they're running across the roofs, it did look like green screen. This is the first time in the whole show that I said, "Wow, that looks like green screen." I don't know if it was to do with the lighting or whatever it was, but it did seem kind of noticeable only in those scenes. Um, so they get to the mall. They find out that they do their thing, and you know Ellie finds out that this is where Riley's been stationed by the Fireflies, and this is her last night in the area. She's going to be leaving the area, and basically she wants Ellie to go with her. Ellie doesn't want to go. Ellie wants Riley to stay, and it's this whole episode to where it shows us their relationship, and it does that really well, as it did in the game as well. It did in the game, probably maybe a little better, but I think it was sweet. It was sweet to see her have a friend who she cares about a little more than a friend. They share the kiss, and it all really was sweet. And how she decides, okay, I'm not going to go. I'm going to stay with you, because these two do really secretly love each other, and you feel that. You do really feel that in the show, and I thought the chemistry was great. I thought Storm Reed was really good as well. Um, but then you see the camera pan, and there's this infected that's waking up, that's in this mall. Now in the game, I don't think you had it so on the nose, like, oh look, it's an infected over there. Maybe you heard things, sound effects in the background, and then finally it came out, from what I remember. And then in the show, it's more like, okay, there is an infected, so we have to prepare for this. The whole entire time, even if you didn't play the game, you're probably thinking something's going to go wrong here. Something's going to go wrong here. It's all too happy for this show, and ultimately, it does. They both get bit, kill the infected. They both get bit, and decide to just wait it out together. and just wait it out and just die together. Um, and if they don't show any more from that Left Behind stuff, and that's the last we see of it, it's like, okay, we kind of know. Well, Riley obviously didn't make it, and Ellie did make it, and she's immune. So now we cut back, and she's going to go out the door, and she says, "You know what? I wasn't able to save her. I'm going to do my best to save Joel because she loves him in a different way." This is a father figure to her, and she realizes that. So she does what she has to do. She gets the stuff. She comes down and she starts stringing him up, and that's the way the episode ends. So this is a Bella Ramsey episode to where she has to make a decision on what to do, how to go about it. What's she gonna do? Is she gonna save Joel? Is she gonna leave? She wasn't able to save Riley, but now she has a second chance, and guess what? She's gonna take that second chance. And I really like that aspect of it. They really dive into it a little more in the show. So hey, maybe I said it worked better in the game. Maybe some aspects of it work better in the show. I think it's another great episode. I think it's another great episode. It's not one of my favorites, but I think it's also not one of my least favorites either. I think it's right in the middle for me. It's really good, really solid, and now you get the bond 100%. It's solidified to move forward. So we got to heal Joel, got to get him his medicine. So now the next episode, I guess she's gonna get captured, but not captured, but she's gonna fight alongside the guy who ultimately captures her. Right? Is that what happens in the game? I don't remember his name, but Joel comes back and yada yada yada. So that's the story. So that's where we're at. Love it. Can't wait to see the last two episodes. I mean, I'm sure they're gonna really knock them out of the park. So I can't wait, guys. Comment down below what you think of episode 7 of The Last of Us. Comment down below. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for future spoiler reviews of The Last of Us episodes. The previous spoiler reviews, we've got the weekly live show we have. Do a lot of Kingdom Hearts playthroughs, proud mode, level 1, all sorts of stuff. If you're knowledgeable of that kind of thing, come check that out. Also, our weekly review show, The King's Corner, where I talk about all the new release films. This past week we talked about Jesus Revolution and Cocaine Bear. Those are the two new release films that we talked about. Previous weeks we talked about Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania. That's a big one. We got a spoiler review for that up on the channel as well. And next week's episode of The King's Corner, what could you expect? Well, you could expect another big one. It's Creed 3. And I'm very excited. We're watching through the Rocky movies right now. And, really enjoying it. So that's where we're at with that. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter at RyanKing72 and on Instagram at KingOfRises131. That's been it for me. Thank you so much for watching my spoiler review for episode 7 of The Last of Us. And until next time, over and out.